I was thinking about that story you just told. Isn't that the plot of Get Out? Movie Get Out?
I haven't seen that.
Oh, yikes. Yeah, I watched Get Out in prison, so I think we had an edited version. So I didn't get all the way to the end to the
Dude, what
part
were you
where
doing in prison, man? What were you up for?
marijuana charges.
Before we finish, Frankie Muniz had a mini stroke. That's what happened.
Oh, okay, okay.
Sucks.
Yeah, I had to go to federal prison for possession of marijuana. I had half an ounce of marijuana, and they made a very big deal of it, made an example of me. So I did a little time in federal prison, just a couple months.
Yeah, still.
Yeah,
Still,
yeah,
you
I mean,
had to,
yeah, I mean, it's no fun. Like I just don't. But I don't want to be like, yeah, I was in the
you
clink
did your
for.
nickel.
Yeah.
you burned through a lot of books, though. Got a
What
lot
is
of books.
2 months? It's not a dime because that'd be 10 years. It's not even two. Is it 2
It's 2
cents?
cents. It's at
I
least
got
2
a,
cents.
I got a penny.
That's at least 2 or 3 cents. I did.
But I feel like a nickel is 5 years.
It is. You've
All
got
right,
a.
well,
You've got a
I did a couple
Doge.
pesos then because I was mostly in there with
you
Mexicans.
did 2 pesos. I like that. That
You did
works.
a peso in the
Venezuelan dollar. He did a
$1 dues. Yeah. No, I watched we watched a lot of movies in there on TV, but they were always like the shitty edited versions with commercial breaks and stuff. But I didn't get all the way to Get Out, to the end of Get Out. But it was pretty good. The parts that I watched, they were fascinated with it in there.
You just went back to
Well,
bed.
the kid he's captured, and his someone took over his body, and his whole experience. He's in this black room with a little white light up top, sitting in a spotlight in a chair, pretty much immobile. And he's trying to get out of there, back to get his body back.
Okay,
That's
Yeah,
that
your.
so-
does sound familiar. I need to
very-
watch the end of the movie now.
Well, it runs through the whole film. He goes to his girlfriend's house, and his parents get him into the machine and have him sent. His body gets somebody takes over his body, and he's trapped inside his own head or his body, and he's just the whole movie. The guy's stuck there in this chair crying. It's kind of heartbreaking.
Yeah, yeah. It was an interesting concept. I don't want to. I guess I'll spoil it because
I don't
fuck
care.
it.
I'm not
But
interested.
it was something like white people becoming immortal by putting their brains into like
Yeah.
the bodies of like these
Yeah.
black guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's wild.
So they've got brain swapping technology to be basically immortal.
Yeah,
But I bet that even that wouldn't work because, like, you know how if you make a copy of a key like 100 times, like the key is just it's not a workable key anymore. Like you lose little bits. Like when you photocopy a photocopy, like eventually it's just going to be a big blur. Eventually,
I
no
think
matter
it's
how
more
many
like
minds
putting-
you put your
No,
mind
we
to,
have-
I think it's more
yeah.
like putting a document in different folders though, than making a photocopy.
No, with
in the
blockchain,
fake.
There's
What
no
if it's
more
a digital copy, right?
There's
You
no
can make
more
a digital
digital
copy. There's no, you just keep
There-
copying the file. It doesn't get worse.
There is digital decay, but with blockchain there is not. It's a constantly reproducing entity inside the digital system.
I don't know what blockchain is. What does it mean?
Oh, Jesus. Man, it's long. Basically, what it is, you create this, we'll call it for very simply, you create an entity digitally, all right? And it's kind of cycled through the system, and it's verified in a million times in a second. You have all these nodes that are kind of looking at it. So it has perfect replication because it can't be changed. Because if he starts it and I change it, you're going to know. It's going to have to match all these nodes at once. So you create like a digital footprint that's permanent. It's called minting. I'm getting to NFTs I'm studying NFTs in this couple of weeks. Non-fungible tokens. So basically, what that is, you're creating an entity that's digital that has a permanent signature that can't ever be changed or modified. Non-fungible, can't change. So it's like a permanent digital record. And you can stamp things. You can take a picture and stamp it, and it's like a original document that's a rare document because nothing else has that stamp. Only that stamp exists on that particular digital file.
So those NFTs, I saw something about that.
Yeah.
I saw people not liking it.
The catch on it is two things. One, the amount of energy it takes to do the Bitcoin. All this stuff is very energy intensive. You got people mining it, and you're creating this this. It takes electricity to run the internet, so you're really overusing the internet and spending a lot of energy to create these tokens. And again, I'm being very, very rudimentary in my explanation here. And a lot of it too is that people are afraid that it's going to be if somebody gets a hold or is able to, get some type of encryption capability, like if you use AI or something, quantum physics, quantum computing that can break into the chain, then somebody can basically control everything that's on this internet, on this network, so to speak. So but the risk of that's very, very low right now. Do we have quantum computing? Because that changes the game. Once you have a quantum computer, it changes the game. Because now your computing power is become something else.
Computer. I have a regular PC. I was gonna say like the name of a simple like part, and I realized I don't know any of the names of the parts. I have an NVIDIA graphic.
I think there's only 2 quantum computers in existence. Google has one, and I think it's the 53 qubit, and that's a pretty powerful machine. Put it this way. It would take the best computer in the world like 10,000 years to do a certain computation. Google's computer can do it in like maybe 2 hours. So you have the world's best supercomputer would take like to do it. This is a massive equation. This is for understanding the relationship of electrons to neutrons in the universe. Right? It's this massive amount of data. A quantum computer can do it in about 2 hours, where the world's greatest supercomputer takes about, they said it was 10,000 years, and they said, no, it would only take us 3 days, but still, 2 hours, 2 minutes to 3 days is still a huge gap in capability.
Definitely. Yeah, I don't know anything about that, but we'll jump back to that in just a moment. Real quick, we're going to hear from a couple of wonderful sponsors. Everybody hates talking to someone with bad breath. That humid, awful smell keeps you from focusing on anything other than finding an excuse to leave. Now just think of all the times you were the gross, smelly one and the other person was thinking about trying to get away. Probably can't think of any examples. That's because we rarely have an accurate read on our own breath odor. In other words, you could be walking around with trash mouth, not even realize you're grossing everybody out. That's why Smart Mouth was invented. Smart Mouth's clinically proven 2-liquid formula combines to instantly eliminate bad breath and prevent bad breath from coming back all day. Rinse once in the morning for all-day clean breath and once before bed to prevent morning breath. Just 2 uses a day and you'll never, ever have bad breath, guaranteed. Whether the boardroom or the bedroom, having confidence in your breath spells success. Go to smartmouth.com/PKA now for a free coupon. You can find Smart Mouth products in the oral health aisle at Walgreens, CVS, Target, Rite Aid, Amazon, Walmart, or wherever you shop. Once again, that is smartmouth.com/PKA for your coupon. And check that out. Get yourself some good breath. You don't want to be disgusting. No one does. This episode of PKA is also brought to you by Lucy. Lucy Nicotine is a company founded by Caltech scientists and former smokers looking for a better and cleaner nicotine alternative. Finally, tobacco alternatives that don't suck. Researched and developed for 3 years to be made for people, not patients. Lucy has created a nicotine gum with 4 milligrams of nicotine that comes in 3 flavors. Wintergreen, cinnamon, and pomegranate. I like the cinnamon the most. Lucy also has a lozenge with 4 milligrams of nicotine and cherry ice flavor. Each and every flavor actually tastes great. It's convenient and discreet. Their products can be enjoyed anywhere, on flights, at work, on the go, and even in the gym. It's 2021. Get rid of the cigarettes, unplug your vape, throw out your dip, and get some Lucy nicotine gum or lozenges. So this is the real deal. A subscription to Lucy comes direct to your door each month. It's so simple, and you don't have to leave your house because Lucy has delivery down. Painkiller Already listeners, go to lucy.co, and use promo code PKA to get 20% off all products on your first order, including gum or lozenges. That's lucy.co, and use promo code PKA at checkout. Also, we have to give this disclaimer. Warning, this product contains nicotine derived from tobacco. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. So head over to lucy.co and be sure to use that promo code PKA. Get yourself some, whatever you like. Get yourself some gum or a lozenge. Or one of the little pouches they have. Those are nice. So lucy.co, use that promo code PKA. So check them out. Check Smart Mouth out. 2 wonderful sponsors. Lots of people talking about them. Lots of smart people, good people talking about it. So check those guys out. Links are below.
Check them out. Look at the links. Make us look good.
Always. Damn it, I had something in my head and it flew away. Don't you hate that? Don't you fucking hate it?